Hi, my name is Rob Hunter. I'm Head of Flight Safety for BALPA, and I'd like to tell you about the BALPA Safety Plan. So the plan is in 5 sections. We start with a forward and introduction, and that describes our thinking on flight safety, about the importance of a root causes approach rather than an outcome-based approach like the CAA's Significance 7. Root causes are really much more about human factors. In the second section, titled Human and Robotic Factors, we delve down much more deeply into the human factors issues, and we look particularly at the problems of pilot fatigue and also the problems of pilot error. Now, with pilot error, we distinguish between actual pilot error and the much more commonly occurring apparent pilot error, where there's some underlying system design that has encouraged the pilot to make an error. That's obviously very important. Continuing the human factors theme, we then go into the third section on organisational human factors. So human factors aren't just about how pilots and ATCOs and engineers behave, it's also about how regulators and big corporations such as manufacturers and airlines behave. And in particular, we're interested in the problems around safety management systems. Now, these are a new form of management, or at least we're told they're a new form of safety management, but they carry all sorts of vulnerabilities, particularly around conflicting self-interest, because they're a kind of self-regulation, really. We then have a section on technical hazards, and that includes things like lithium batteries, volcanic ash, remotely piloted vehicles, and so on. And then we have a section on research, development and future strategy. We've got a lot of projects underway in connection with the measurement of pilot fatigue, looking at answering questions like how tired is too tired, and if one pilot falls asleep on the flight deck, what's the risk of the other pilot falling asleep? And to do those projects, we've recruited a new scientist, and we've also invested in the Ultraviolet technology. This is an eye movement monitoring technology. Other projects we have are around cabin air quality and also the monitoring of ultraviolet light on the flight deck, because, you know, pilots have more than twice the rate of malignant melanoma than you'd expect. And so we did a project, and we have an ongoing project with Public Health England and the Civil Aviation Authority to measure cockpit ultraviolet light levels. And the first of the papers that we've worked up was published a couple of months ago in this journal. So there's a lot going on. I'd encourage you to read the safety plan, and you can comment on the safety plan at safetyplan@balpa.org.